That was weird. I couldn't get the camera to work, but it looks to be working now. I'm on an official world today, and looking to get some good streaks for countries. Maybe some good guesses as well. Just depends on the luck of the draw, I think. And this one in particular looks a bit difficult. Got rolling hills in the distance there. And maybe, is there a bollard or something? There's a post. I think that might be a boundary marker. It's kind of like a sealed road. Got these trees, I'm not sure what type of trees they are. Got this yellow thing. There's not much. Actually, that's interesting. They've got like a park bench here, and maybe a bin. I don't know what that kind of tells me. Is there water over there? This pole, it looks kind of familiar, but I don't recall it. Got the really big insulators and English on the pole. Maybe another language as well. Just not familiar with that one. It says death. It's got a picture of a dead body, I think. Graphic image. I wonder actually if that's Gaelic or something underneath. Could this be Ireland? Doesn't really strike me as Irish or Scottish. Let's have a look. There's a little town down here. Hopefully I can get there. Ooh, I think that was some signage as well. Got some rock walls. I thought there was a full-on sign here. Maybe not. Just this blue. It says Bulchinan Sea View. How about this fellow? This person? Don't know. Kind of stumped. Just going to quick travel and see. Pretty sure it's Europe. That could be like an Irish chimney. Kind of talking myself into Ireland here at the moment, because I think that's Gaelic, but I'm not too sure. European strip, so that seems fine. They've got a wood-burning stove by the looks. Ildewich, could it be Welsh? Araf, it could be Wales. Got a sea view. Got some rolling hills. I didn't see the sea view. This does look Welsh. So, let's check out Wales. So they had a sea view, and I think it was kind of like this way. It was the sea, kind of to the south. That checks out. Porthcrawl, that's not it. Swansea, Berryport, Kidwelly. It could be. Hang on. I need some hills. Where are some hills? Some pretty big hills in Wales. I'm pretty confident about this. No, that's a smudge on my screen. Mistook a smudge on my screen for hills. Here's some hills. To the north, kind of. We're on a minor country road. Go Ape Margam, nearby Margam Castle. I don't think this is it, but something like it. Like this. Let's give that a go. Ooh, it's actually a lot further north, near Coed and Garth, Coedy Garth, and Furness. Actually, if we travelled a little further, we would have got to the A487. Still 100 kilometres away, 4.7 thousand points, that's an odd way to say it. 4,699 points to start off is pretty good. So I was a bit overwhelmed to start with on that one. Got this a single big insulator on top here. Two guy wires holding up the pole too. Doesn't really ring a bell. This could be nearby Lesotho, with the Tabletop Mountains there. Tabletop Mountains north. So how close are they? Often I get a Lesotho vibe, but it's actually in South Africa nearby. So can't really confirm this is Africa. Nice addition to your collection. I'm sure you got something similar to that, surely. A large brown one. Somewhere in Lesotho, possibly. Just these Tabletop Mountains look Lesotho to me, but they could definitely be somewhere else. It's concerning. I've got 8 minutes left, but I'm not going to use up that time. I fear that this could be like the US or Mexico or something. I better just go quickly before I talk myself out of it. I'll just go. It was Argentina. I got the latitude vibe, longitude vibe, 48 points. That was a come down from. I was very pleased with my Welsh guess, but a bit of a shocker there. I think that says speed limit on that sign there. Here. It does. So US, I think, driving right. 282 pipe. I'm not sure what they're up to at 282 pipe. Plumbing, that makes sense. This architecture is kind of interesting, very square and blocky. Got a grain silo or something in town. Looks like they've got a conveyor across to a factory across the street. It's kind of interesting. So this is Ross. That doesn't ring a bell. Gillespie Meats. I'm sure there's a Gillespie Meats in Australia somewhere, surely. But this is definitely US. Kind of hazy US here. It's like, oh, this is Broadway. New York or something. Walnut and Broadway. So if I knew the town... This is kind of an interesting structure too, I haven't really seen that. Got the US suspended. Oh, that's a rail crossing, interesting. I guess it's freight rail. Just can't imagine what place this is. It looks like some kind of election paraphernalia. We've got USPS, the Postal Service. Got nothing really on the poles except this. Ooh, interesting. That is interesting, but I don't know what it is. Or where it is, anyway. And this bollard. I figure they probably get snow at some point, because the roads are a bit cracked up. Maybe it's an old something. I was going to say Ford. I don't know if it is a Ford. Could be a Chevy, probably. There's a new Chevy, a newer Chevy. So there's a lot of clues here, but I think this might be pretty standard. It looks like it's actually been painted green though, which is potentially non-standard. Where's Indiana? I just have a feeling about it. Never... Oh, there it is. Yeah, that could be good. I thought maybe Gary, Indiana, but it could be Muncie. There's probably a town name there, but I've completely ignored it. Is there a Broadway here? That would be convenient. There's no real reason for me to go in Muncie here, but I will do. It was Kansas. So that was almost a Wichita vibe. Nearby Zimmerdale. North Newton, we're actually in Newton, not North Newton. Is there a South Newton? No. I wonder what that factory was. There's the plumber. Gillespie Meats. I'm not sure what Ross was. Some kind of grain, I figure, or something like that. It could be worse, 1,000 kilometres. I've certainly done worse in the past. This could be Australia. Not sure about this hanging pole. Kind of green poles, which I thought might be Queensland. Driving left. There's an angular pole as well. Here we go. It's like Jane Street. I think that's a Queensland bus station, a bus stop. In terms of a review, I kind of like the rolled corrugated iron here. It's taken a bit of wear, and you can't really sit undercover and see the bus coming. I think that's why someone's pushed out a little piece here so they can peek around and see when the bus is coming. They do have a timetable. It's TransLink. TransLink is Queensland, probably Brisbane to be fair. This is maybe there's a Jane Street in the west end of Brisbane, but I don't know that this is that. Doesn't really give that vibe. I don't even know if it's a Brisbane suburb here, but if they've got a bus service and TransLink, Dunning and Paskins Road, nearby the railway. Certainly look like old Queenslanders here, with the big balcony because of the heat in the summertime. Probably a school zone as well. There's nothing much around. I don't see the city anywhere nearby, so I don't think it's like West End or anything like that, which is kind of inner city. It's been well, that's interesting with that black top and a small reflector. Kind of backing away from Queensland here. I'm sure surely TransLink is Queensland, that should be fine. Here's another little bus shelter. It's pretty nice. It doesn't have the rolled corrugated iron here, but it does have a bin, but no timetable. So I'll probably give both of these a 6. Now, where to go? It's kind of... I'm kind of stalling for time here. Is there mountains in the background here? I might go to the west of Brisbane. It was the sunny coast. Okay. So that makes sense, I guess. Having TransLink extend that far, because I think that, oh, there's a rail line actually. So I think the rail does go through to the Sunshine Coast. It's probably on the same rail network as Brisbane. In terms of all the bush around, that certainly makes sense for Sunshine Coast. 4,700 points, very nice. It's definitely one of my better Australia guesses. That's interesting. It says Brule Pan, Graham and Lindy Groblower, I guess. Is that nest in the tree, in the power pole there? Looks like a fire hazard. And we've got the guy wires, 4 in this case. Yellow outside lines. Surely this is South Africa. Or Lesotho. Don't have the big insulator on the top this time. Do they have a small insulator? Not sure. Got a rest area. Let's check out the rest area. No fires. Got a bin. A cute little table. And chairs. And look to be grass roofs. Kind of want to back away from South Africa here. That language though did look South African. Let's check this road marker, I think. So we've got the N10-10. Not sure if they have N roads here though. There are roads. So where else would it be? It could be Botswana. Not really. I wonder if there's any... Here's a road sign. I don't think it's going to be a directional sign though. It's not going to have place names. I think it's going to have... what is going on with these elaborate houses around the poles? Surely it's some kind of bird, but here we go. On the N10, as it said. This chevron's good for South Africa. The yellow outside lines and Groblershoop or Uppington. Groblershoop on the N10, surely. Got A roads. Aha, here we go. Here's some N roads. The N1. N101. We want the N1 with an O, or the N101 with less ones. The N3. That's Mozambique. That's no good. What am I doing? So I wonder if I should back away from South Africa actually. Ooh. It's got R roads. So what else would it be? Driving left. Groblershoop. Surely that's got to be South Africa. Let's check Botswana. Don't see any N-roads here. So what are they? What the, spinning my wheels. Namibia. I don't think the pole's good for Namibia. I did check out a whole bunch of Namibia. And the poles, I don't think they've got any crosspiece except in some areas where it's kind of like a longish flat crosspiece. Angola, no. Rwanda drives right. Uganda? No. I'm going to stick to South Africa, but I just don't see these N roads. I wonder if it's actually a road that carries over from Mozambique. I think that's where the N roads were. Now I'm completely confused. Where's... Yeah, that was an N roads here, so I wonder if some of the roads bleed in here. Not really. There's M roads in Eswatini. And these are all R roads. I'm stumped. Groblershoop. Don't see Groblershoop anywhere around here. Here it is. Oh my gosh. It's just listed as 10. Okay. And how far is Groblershoop? It's 50 to the north, and Uppington's 166. So if we can find Uppington, it must be on this road here. It says all the way north, so what's on the way south? There's no turns really. How far would 50 kilometres be? Surely this is too close. Groot Drink. Uppington, was that the place? Yeah, Uppington's 166. So that's 100 kilometres. It could be somewhere around here on the 10. I don't think this water source will show up, but so let's see, if that's 50 to Groblershoop, Uppington's probably a bit further up actually. So that's 110 kilometres there, but bendy. Yeah, I think this is probably an okay guess. Oof, 1.5 kilometres, it was further south. Did we start at an intersection? I didn't see that. Let me just double check that. Okay. Yeah, I wouldn't really count that as an intersection. But it's labelled on them. Maybe I should have looked for that. That would have been easy. 4996, very good. 17222 to start out with. A good Australia guess. A pretty bad guess for Argentina. Wales, very happy with getting that first off. And then the US, well, not too unhappy. Yep, pretty good. This is yellow and white dashed line. Got a bus shelter here, concrete foundations. I guess they don't get a lot of rain, so looks like a barbecue actually. I don't know whether they've made such an effort with the back here. It used up a lot of concrete for not too much benefit, I don't think. That's pretty low. I'd give that a 3. I don't see any timetable or bin or anything there. So this is Uruguay. Whereabouts in Uruguay? I'm not too sure. Ooh, got a Col Lavella, depends. My Spanish is... I'm not sure if Col stands for colonel or what, whether it's a tribute to some military person or... Don't really see any Cols at the moment. There's Colon. So let's just check. The road's kind of north-south. Here's a Col, but not the right one. It's kind of a small place. I could probably scan for it in 8 minutes, but it's a bit boring. There's bound to be pretty good points anyway. Oliveira, that's an interesting name. Campamento, Bernabe Rivera. Seems like a lot of them are named after. There's Colonia Palma. Maybe it's Colonia. There's a lot of Colonias here. So Col might stand for Colonia. Which makes more sense. I don't see the Colonia that I'm looking for though. So what am I going to do? Just plonk it middle, I guess. What did it start with? L. It starts with L, it's got a double L, and there's a J towards the end. Maybe it's a little too small. I'll pick a northish, southish road here. It's Carpinteria. Some really strange names. Okay, it was all the way north. It was actually near Oliveria and the department border. So that was good. My country streak's 4,400 points. Korea, Naju Station. I did actually almost 5k at Korea the other day. I've already forgotten what it was called. Naju. So, and it was through scanning like this. I was about to give up. I wonder if it's actually a suburb of Seoul. Let's just look for Naju here. There's Paju. It's definitely Naju. Sometimes the maps are a little wrong. Where's the station here? Corral. Got the 999 bus. Could this be a suburb of Seoul? Don't know. There's high density housing certainly. Naju City Hall. I wonder if I just stick with Paju. Porridge restaurant. And then they've got a Korean restaurant nearby for any Koreans around town. Don't see where's the train station? Kind of committed myself here. I'm just going to drop it in Paju. No. Here's Naju. I just want to see it. Oh, it's really visible too. I should have scanned. I just saw Paju and got too excited. 4,169 points. This architecture is really pretty interesting. I don't know if it's like European or Baltic. I don't really have any vibes on that kind of thing. Here's a holy pole. These are very small holes. It's got a European plate. So, just need some language, I think. It'd be Hungary, Poland, or... that looks French. I don't know about holy poles in France. There's a yellow backplate here, which... So I was thinking Hungary, Poland, or Romania for holy poles. I think that's... what's that say? Noisy-le-Grand. Like Neighbourhood Watch for Noisy-le-Grand or something. I just wanted to see this crossing. I've got to do more work on my crossings. So that's 5. Let's say this is, it looks very determined. He's got a forward lean, like he's determined to cross the road. They. He or she or someone. Avenue Lucien Sales. If I knew who Lucien Sales was, that could be helpful. I think I'm just going to plonk this somewhere in France. Hopefully France. I think the signage is good for France. I saw a yellow backplate, which is sometimes a France thing. Definitely Europe. This architecture's, I'd say, uninspired is like my estimation of that. And got a 30 zone. It's kind of flat, I guess. Difficult to see what's around, but flat and green. I get a lot of rounds in this region. Maybe I should go up there. Is there? There's quite a lot of national parks there. Maybe there's a level nearby Le Mans. Oh my gosh, that was not too bad. It was nearby Paris. It was just, if I plonked Paris, it would have been perfect. 4305. I didn't get capital city vibes there. It's kind of the same road lines as Uruguay. Ooh. There's a domain there, but I just can't read it. It's quite a difficult word to pronounce. Acondikion Adora. Acondikion Adora. Some kind of mill. They've got that thing. Okay, there's something over here. It's Spanish. Oh, the sign's gone. It says the precaution on the back of this harvester. Not a harvester, it's like the harvesting arm. The sign's weathered off, unfortunately, between passes. It says for your life. Some kind of political poster, I guess. Not a great quality one by the looks. I don't think this is Uruguay. There's no back plate there. It'd be good to get past and have a look at the front plate. I think it's Argentina. It looks like an Argentina plate. These clouds, not mountains. Very flat Argentina, kind of green. I don't know where to go. I'll go nearby Cordoba. Ooh, it was further south. So this is Colonel Suarez. So maybe Cole is Colonel. Difficult to say. Anyway, ooh, that was quite a way away. 545 kilometres further south. I probably could have got a road number or something there. I just got a little lazy. I used to not be able to see how people could know that it was an Argentinian plate, but or a lot of the number plates. But I think you get an eye for it after a while. There's this. It's probably Canada, I would think. Got a rest area, 400 metres, tellingly, not yards. And it doesn't have a French translation there. This is an interesting sign that I've never ever seen before. Slow. I wonder if that's surely regional or temporary. It doesn't look that temporary. It must be a regional thing. Got mountains to the south. So I guess this is like British Columbia or Alberta. I think it's in the west here. It's my best guess. Oncoming traffic. Why? Oh, because it's a single lane bridge. That makes sense. I don't think this is the Klondike, but it kind of gives off those kind of vibes. There's a buoy hanging in that sky. Kind of weird. Highway 37. Interesting. Let's check for Highway 37. I instantly regret it. It's one thing, here's 36. One thing with Canada is you just don't rule out looking further and further north. Here's Highway 34. Was it 37? It was. Kind of going east-west. There was a bridge. Oh my gosh, I could get a good guess here. So here's, how far does this Highway 37 go? It's like a bend this way. What was back there? I think it's like an S-bend actually. Could it be like that? So we're heading, I don't think it lines up too well. British Columbia Highway 37. Just going to drop the marker there and have a look. Wow, we're quite a ways north in British Columbia. Here's another. I wonder if it actually has the river name. That would be helpful. Check river name on bridge. Yeah, it had occurred to me to do that. It's a nice rest area. Ooh, I wonder if toilets are shown. Probably not. Something there. Looks like a map. Some good sized bins and some really nice public toilets. And a notice board, which is... This is Mass River. Mass or Nass River. Surely it can't be up this far north. Unnamed river. I check further south. How much time? 5 minutes. So where was my initial... Bob Quinn Lake. Could be nearby Bob Quinn Lake. That runs right next to the river there. Does it cross? It doesn't cross. I think we're maybe further north than Bob Quinn Lake. This might be alright. Burridge Creek. No. This is still the 37, right? Yeah. It's kind of got national park vibes, actually. Some of these rivers are not labelled. It could be like that. Let me just double check. I think we're running beside the river at some point. This is the Nass River, not Mass. And we're not running beside it, we ran directly across it. Heading east-west. Freaking scanning, I hate it. It's kind of fun. It's just time consuming and I hate it. So that's not anything. Could it be here? I feel like you'd see more river. Is this the Nass River? This is the Bell Irving River Bridge. This 37 is actually quite long. What about this? This is still the Bell Irving River. I'm going to get away from this. Still the Bell Irving River. Ah, what about this one? Here we go. Whew. I committed too far north there. So where was the... so you had an intersection and then there was the bridge down this way. I forget which way I went. I think I went this way. Yeah. So I went kind of east. And there's a turning kind of to the south. I don't know, it's near the bridge here somewhere. It can't be that far away, surely. Praise be. Did I come from this direction? I'm kind of confused now. So I think I went this way, which is kind of south. So it's like this. Oh, here's the turning. Oh, 5Ks, 23 metres away. Whew, that was effort. Took about 8.5 minutes. Unnecessarily, I feel like I was searching north of British Columbia. You know, I was up near Bob Quinn Lake. I should have just done a quick run down the road. Should check for the river name a bit earlier. A 5K though, streak of 8. It's coming along, 21.5. That's pretty good. Very nice. Could be driving left. I've got to improve my. This looks like Southeast Asia or India maybe. Definitely driving left. Organic juice. Pure for sure. Oh, you can't see the pure for sure, unfortunately. Bharat Petroleum. I like that. Pure for sure. Yeah. Indian Overseas Bank. I hope they're not baiting me out of Bangladesh here. That doesn't look... It doesn't look like Bangladeshi writing, so I don't think it's India around Bangladesh either. We need the India Overseas Bank. Maybe. Andy Winter is a bit of a India specialist, surely. It is this kind of writing here. Could be ranchy. I think it's a smallish town for sure. Kind of heading east to west. Some low hills. So what was the other? There's the place name. The branch name. Borum. It doesn't seem to... It doesn't look worth a scan here for Borum. You never know. Bari, Obra. Bokaro Steel City. I wonder what they do at Bokaro Steel City. Is Bari? Oh no. Yeah, I've forgotten the name. Borum. I'm not going to scan. After Canada, I'd south and coastal. I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think the language fits. I think it's north and non-coastal. Mano a mano here. I'm going to stick to my guess. Oh no. It's coastal. It was near Verna. We've got Bigfoot Goa. I wonder what that means. It's actually right near the Zuari River. I think on a technicality that's south, so 10 points to you. I kind of want to know what Bigfoot Goa is, so let's just double check that on the Google. It's a museum. I love Bigfoot. I don't think it's like Bigfoot the Sasquatch. It's like an ancestral theme park. 4.1, they've got 8,000 reviews. It's popular. No structured infrastructure to justify the museum. Total waste of time and money waste. Not at all worth 150 rupees, with 20 rupees extra for photography while everyone were taking photos without paying. It's just a business trying to make us buy things. That's businesses for you. And there's no guide to walk you through. Recorded audio which shouts as it wants without knowing where we are. I would not recommend this place to someone whom I don't like. Also, they would recommend visit for Portuguese house. Visit for an extra 150 rupees pay. Please don't visit. Really underwhelming from Nick Cohen. Please avoid so they improve. Not the ideal Bigfoot we used to enjoy in our schooling days. We went there on the 21st of April 2025 and found it really annoying. And then there's a whole details of why it's annoying. Interesting, I still don't know what's the purpose. 2,000 points there. That's India for you. But listen to Andy Winter. This could be Scandinavia. Harsh review. Well, there's 8,000 reviews. Some of them are going to be harsh. I think this is like... I can't remember. I think the white here is up the top, which is either Finland or Norway, I thought. That kind of looks Swedish though. There's no dashed outside lines. Oh, and I can't really travel. That's kind of annoying. It's got birches. I'm pretty sure the white up the top is not Sweden. So either Sweden and Norway, or Sweden and Finland have the white central, and either Finland or Norway has the white at the top. And this is where my brain's half remembered some information, but not all the information. Let's see this sign here. Ooh, we just changed seasons. It's a bus sign. Very indistinct, I can't really tell anything from that. Kind of wanted some language, even though I get confused by Nordic languages. I feel like it could help. It's like a minibus. Oops, we've changed seasons again. Oh, what happened to the bus shelter? Is that new or they demolished it? I can't get back into the old coverage. Anyway, it's really difficult to travel here. Very slow. Well, there's the bus sign. It's lost its pole. This is very standard. It doesn't even have a seat. There may have been a seat. Looks like there's been some destruction at some point. Give that 3. Very poor effort. Don't know about this 30 with the yellow. I don't know, I'm going to have to drop it somewhere. I guess Finland. Where would the pines be? Near, east of Oulu. Okay, so I did remember. Finland has the orange snow pole with the white at the top. Sweden and Norway have in the middle. Still 285 kilometres away. I didn't really nail the region there. Could do better. But what's my streak of 10 for countries? That's nice. Here comes trouble. Very red, so it could be Brazil. I think, no, I thought that was a pole, but it's just a branch. There are other places with red though. Senegal has red, but it doesn't look this lush. This looks African. This guy lurking in the bushes. Probably anti-poachers, I guess. Or poachers. But I think these are anti-poachers. This could be Kenya or something. Ooh, oh, this is an interesting sign, I guess. I don't know if it's going to be useful, but it's kind of interesting. Wish I could get closer. There's some activity going on here. I wish I could read that. Please do not... Please not hold any event in this site, I guess, without paying the required fee. Thank you, in English. Tellingly. Yeah. Gearing up to host the Rolling Stones or something. They look like gas bottles. Let's check the back plate. It is yellow. So, could be Uganda or Kenya. My initial thought was Kenya. They both drive left, and in this circumstance I don't think it makes any difference. I wonder if there's like I don't even know what the Kenya or the Uganda flag looks like. I think I'm going to switch. I think this is a concert for sure. Wild. They've got some facilities there. I think I might actually change for Uganda. Andrew, this is like a 50-50 in my head. It may be neither, but I feel like Uganda, you have some tight security. It can be a bit lawless from what I've heard. Drive slowly, 30 kilometers per hour, leave the park clean. Hyena Dam, Hydrodome Plain, Lone Tree, Impalas. Do not get out of vehicle. That's probably why they've got armed guards there. I think this must be a Kenyan national park, surely. I hope it's not a Ugandan national park. There's a lot of national parks in Kenya, surely. Nearby Henny Village. Oh, nice. Oh my gosh. I really did wonder if it was Uganda there. Kenya. Wow. A streak of 11. I don't know what my record is. It's probably 17, I think. Now this is like a German bollard. But they're kind of similar bollards around about the place, so I'm not too sure. I don't think this is the Autobahn either, so... Huh? This sign's not too much use to me. Driving right, got an overpass. I'm kind of sad I didn't look and see where they were holding that concert. I forgot to zoom in. Spelter. This looks very German, like Wiesbier or something. It doesn't necessarily mean German, but 1538, if they've been brewing beer since then Hopfen, yeah, I'm pretty sure this is Germany. In terms of where, I'm not too sure. Kind of going north-south. It's pretty flat. Which my understanding, someone told me in the chat that Guild Transport, that Germany in the north is flat. What's with all these signs with nothing on them? Oh, here's one. Dürfen überholt werden. Yep. I was kind of looking for a place name, that would be handy. Maybe I should fast travel. I've been getting some good guesses lately, maybe I should make an effort. More of an effort. Instead of just plonking it somewhere. So here's some information. München. Aha. I think München is Munich in Germany, kind of south, to the south. Where's München? Oh wow! Luckily I saw München there, otherwise I would have been going north here. And München was on the 2, surely. Where's the 2s here? What else have we got? Wissenberg and Augsburg. I think that other one, no. Walting. So Walting is to the, that's north. That would be west, I guess. Man, this is easily 5Kable. And I'm really just too lazy. How far is Walting? That's the question. Could be miles away on the 2. I wish I had the road number there. That would be super convenient. Maybe if we get close to the intersection, it'll have more information. Ooh. Infozentrum. That accent was not too German. Ausfahrt. Trolling Australians there. They got the intersection but no number. Kind of annoying. I wonder if I went the other way. See the sign from the other direction. I don't know what happened there. I think I just went down the intersection. So what happened to this town? It's been obliterated. So Munich is 139 kilometres and Stern is 6 kilometres. If I could find Stern, so 139. Just need Stern and that would be, have it all wrapped up. Stern or Augsburg, no, or Pletfield Nord. Wow, this must be super interesting to watch. So on the 2, oh, there's Augsburg. So Augsburg is 95. Ooh, we're a lot further. So let me go. So the distance between Augsburg and Munich is 45 kilometres. And Augsburg is 95 kilometres, so about 2 times as far. There's Nuremberg. Wow, I didn't know that we were that close to Nuremberg. On the 2, Stern and Plainfeld North. Is Splat? Yeah. Oh no, Spalt. So on the 2, some kind of intersection. I think I'm going to just eyeball this. It might actually be north of... surely Nuremberg would be listed though. I don't know, somewhere here. I think it's further north, but... Oh, that was Plainfeld there, or Plainfeld. 9.1 kilometres, very nice. I could have done better, but I was really too tired to make the effort. So, this is going to be a problem. We've got a road going kind of east-west. Some yellow flowers. It could be eucalypts by the look. And it's a dirt road. Let's see, I guess we're coming this way. We're driving on the right hand side, I think. Because that must be behind the vehicle. Driving right. With the eucalypts. Maybe this is South America. I kind of thought Europe. But... or Australia. I think the yellow flowers for like rural Australia would be a bit unusual unless they were wattles, which I'm pretty sure they aren't. Just fast travelling around here, looking for something. A sign, preferably. Heading west. Miles and miles west. If I discover the country here, I'm not going to try and 5k out. Here's a bollard. Ooh. K95. Is this Uruguay again? It is. Oh my gosh. Okay, east-west. In Uruguay, somewhere in the middle of nowhere. Oops, wrong continent. East-west on an unsealed road. 95 somewhere. Are these roads or no? They could be like boundaries, I think. I have no idea what an unsealed road would look like in Uruguay. I think I'll just go here. Is this kind of central? Yeah. Why can't I click there? We're heading into Carmen, I think. Not really. So it was on the 20. Between Greco and Palmar. Caraballo. Streak of 13, 105 kilometres away, very nice. You are now a rookie pathfinder, I don't care. 20,879. It's been racking up the 20Ks. I feel like I'm definitely getting better. That's kind of... That took the hitch out of my giddy up. I don't know. I've got that kind of sea. It's kind of like a... That kind of looks Romanian. Ulica or Udka. There's dual language here for... I don't know either of the languages. Ulica could be Bulgaria. Not sure about that S. It's in Europe actually. Oh no. I need a domain maybe. This is not... It's kind of like a small town. Okay, they've got... it's pretty dignified. They've got a place for dog waste. Got a public announcement system. I hate that. It might be necessary for like emergencies and stuff. Although nowadays they just text you if there's something, if there's a problem. So, okay, polls. And I've not been looking at polls enough. The U with a double dash above it. I wonder if it's... I never get Slovenia. Ooh, nice. I think it's Slovenia. It's just because I never ever get Slovenia, and this is really unfamiliar. So I think... I don't know what the dual languages are though. If anyone knows about that, let me know. I could probably Google it. In terms of where we are in Slovenia, it's a small enough... I think I'll just go in the capital, which is... Ljubljana? Yep. Oh no. It was Slovakia. That's the end of my streak at 13. Why? Is it because there's a border that they've got the dual language? I feel cheated. Yeah, this is the place. Let me just check. Slovakia. Wasn't even the next country over. Check the European lettering. Slovakia. The A double dot. Other than Estonia, Finland and Sweden, A double dot is only Slovakia. I feel like we probably saw an A double dot somewhere. Not really. The S. What about the S? Czechia, Croatia, Montenegro, Serbia, Slovakia and Slovenia. I don't feel too bad about that, but it's disappointing. I was on a run of 13. This pole is very holy in Turkey. And a little puppy. I could nearly call him a peepee. So I did learn something about Turkey, which is not going to help me in this circumstance. It's about phone numbers. Region guessing based on phone numbers. And there's not going to be any phone numbers here, I don't think. Let's head up towards the minaret here. For some reason, it's got a blue strip on. on the vehicle, which makes me think it's kind of close to Europe. Or actually, I've never had anything in Europe. Here we go. Oh no. Is that 52? That must be a mobile number, surely. 054. Unless it's... I think that would be... I think we're in the 2 region for phone numbers. So it's kind of like 2s are all the way west, 3s are middles, and 4s are to the east. They've got some infrastructure going ahead here. Very unusual kind of place. Quite dry. Growing some wheat. A little bleak. I think I'm going to go all fairly east here. We've got the European plate. Looks quite dry though, so maybe nearby Ankara. It was middle. South. Okay, back on the streak. I got 1. That's what I wanted to see. Just having a quick look at the stream to see if everything's working. Okay, looks like everything's working. What did I want? Make sure the alerts are showing, and comments. Okay, sorted. So I spent a minute just doing nothing. This is a salmon river. Driving right in the US, I guess. Our hearts are with Rotac. You are our sunshine when our skies are grey. All fire crews. It's like the 93 here. Looks like there's a lot of smoke. So I guess there's bushfires, which could be like California or something. Rafting and fishing trips, Idaho Ventures. So I guess this is Idaho. On the 93. The Salmon River. You really get that much, which Idaho? Iowa, Ohio, Idaho. On the 93. There's the 84, the 15. Don't tell me I'm going to have to zoom in. That's Montana. So how far is Idaho? Sometimes the state borders are a little tricky to see. So we're on was it the 95 or the 93? Where was that? Down here, I think. 25 centre lane only. Where do I see the highway sign? The 93. Surely it's near the 95. That would be super convenient. Here's the 93. This Salmon Chalice National Forest. Elk Bend? No. Ellis. Salmon River. I don't think we're on the 93 though, right? This is the Parsimeroe River. Parsimeroe. What did the sign say here? TGFF, TG for firefighters. I thought there was a town name or something here. I don't really need a town name. We're going east-west across the Salmon River. This must be Ellis, surely. That's the Salmon River here. It's kind of a bit trickier than I thought. Hall Creek Road, maybe. Let's just double check. So actually in town here, this is the information for... I'm making this very hard. Greater Salmon River Chamber of Commerce. 204 Main Street. They've got a custom print shop. The Lemhi County Museum, River of History. So that's a... Greater Salmon Valley. North Terrace Street. So there's a town right there, so I guess this is Ellis, right? That can't be right. Kind of confused. So again, the Salmon River goes a bit far. Ah, screw it, it's probably here. Oh god, 64 kilometres away. It was actually salmon, my gosh. Nearby the Savage Grill. Man, that must be so frustrating to watch me fumble that one. 4,800, streak of 2. This is Iceland. I haven't had Iceland in a long time. Kind of like an east-west road. I'm just going to plonk this one. Probably south. Here. It was a kind of north. Not to worry. 144 kilometres, 4,600 points. Stevens Equipment Supply. Dunham. Got this. What do they call it? Fire hydrant, I think. They've got a private bin with no lid. How ironic. Whoa, nearly lost the mic there. Checking the weather outside, kind of grey. So, this is the US, I'm pretty sure. I guess it could be Canada, but... Midwest, that checks out. Where was I before? That hydrant kind of looks a bit familiar. There's bound to be information here. Northwest Pipe Fittings. Not sure what's in the distance there. Something water closet, plumbing, something showroom. Just inclined to drop this in the Midwest somewhere. There's probably tons of information, but some of these US towns seem a bit bleak. Rocky Mountain Apartments. Is the Rocky Mountains like Colorado or something? I've not taken the time to investigate. I thought the Rocky Mountains were around here. Is it Yellowstone nearby? I think maybe Colorado. It's kind of small. Here's Rocky Mountain National Park. So this is a good tip There's Ted's place. I'm just going to click on Ted's place. Ooh, it's actually in Montana. That's annoying. I wonder what the origin of Ted's place in Colorado was. Let's double check. Ted's place, Colorado. Yeah, that's the one. It's a gas station. Ted's Place is a gas station in Larimer County, Colorado, United States. Ted's Place is located near the mouth of the Poudre Canyon, approximately 5 miles northwest of Fort Collins. In May 1922, Ted Herring opened a filling station and store at the intersection of US 287 and Colorado State Highway 14. The popular stop near the canyon was quickly named Ted's Place by local residents. After Herring's death in 1963, the property had various owners and as of 2016 is owned by Shell. There are a number of log cabins built by forgotten pioneers to the south. Here's Ted's Place. Basically a notice board with the Rockies in the background. Nice. Anyway, that's not where we were. We were 630 kilometres away. Another 20k, so that's pretty good. And now, so that was Montana, the last one. Got this big truck. I haven't exactly memorized where all the cars are. I'm trying to avoid it, but it's definitely unavoidable at some point. Just a little uncertain about this round. So white backplates. This one has a blue backplate. There's quite a few blue backplates. I think that's what that is. It's Africa, I guess. Is that like a French pole? This is Senegal. I think I read something about the light with the it's like a solar electric collector on the top. I can't even for the life of me remember what you call that. So what are the other options if it's not Senegal? Because I think that's kind of like a French pole. Could be Ghana. Difficult to say. There's some unusual places covered. Yeah. I don't think it's Rwanda. Kenya, Uganda. Pretty sure it's not Namibia. I think it's probably Senegal. I don't think it's Tunisia or Morocco, which I think might be covered, but I'm not too sure. I've never had Morocco, I don't think. It was on the coast. That's kind of surprising. Not too far from Boer fishing pier and Hotel Club Safari. There's a few resort areas around there by the looks. Streak of 5. So what's my streak today? Is 13, I think. I failed at 13. But these kids holding musical instruments. Looks like he's got a boombox. A kid from the 80s. Not sure about this bollard or this crossing or anything. Yellow centre lines. So, the poles are painted white at the base. Something distinctly unusual about this place, like it might be Panama. I don't think it's Guatemala because the poles normally have colour painting at the bottom, at the base of the poles. Speaking Spanish, oh, see, Venden is a bit different. Normally it'd be Vende. Not sure what he's selling here. I think he's selling something, but can't quite make it out. Cachaça? So this maybe it's Portuguese and we're in Brazil. Los K. Got rum. Vivia. Ron. I think this is Spanish. The creek's Q La Cristalina. What's the Q stand for? I think this is strange enough to be Panama. Kind of driving north-southish. Just drop it north of Santiago. It was Colombia. Eek. I have a really bad vibe. I just can't get Colombia for some reason. Which is a shame because it's one of my two favourite countries that I've visited so far. What about this car? I think there's a car up here. I should have checked a little more closely. I checked the front. Let's check the back. Can't really see the back plate. I think a yellow back plate would have twigged me to Colombia. Disappointing. Lost at 5. I don't think I've got enough time to get back to 13. This could be the UK again. Like Wales. This utility pole doesn't tell me too much. Got a bunch of sheep, and they look like black-faced sheep, which I think's a UK thing. And surely Wales has a lot of sheep. Maybe I should just drop it in there. Am I going to get to signage or anything? Possibly not. This step, I'm pretty sure, is UK. I guess it could be Yorkshire or something. That sign is a bit overgrown, so it's not easy to see, but before I had a Wales round right at the start of today and it had dual language, but that sign I can't really tell. I wonder if I should... Oh, we're not going to get behind this vehicle. Not going to be able to see the back plate here, I don't think. Just want some signage. Here's a signage. Ireland. www.swsomething. Is it the Forestry Services? IE, I'm sure, is Ireland. So, kind of in the middle of nowhere. East of Limerick. Nope, it's all the way south. 161 kilometres away. So I was going to go Wales there. I guess that's kind of an okay vibe guess. I think this is probably Chile, I thought. Or is that's Argentinian signage? What about the plates? I just always forget to look at the plates. Ooh, look at that. Snow-capped mountains to the east. Kind of surrounded by mountains here. San Martin. Just can't see this. I can't see any typical Argentinian plates. I feel like the signage here with the black is Argentinian though. I wonder if I should scan for San Martin nearby some mountains. So should I back away from Argentina based on the plates? So I feel like the human to car ratio in this town is out of proportion. I've never seen such high density of cars anywhere. I don't really see it. Spartans Academia. I'm not sure what that's about. I haven't really got the Argentinian bins either. What have they got? Special plates. Legumbres. Chicken with agregado. I don't know what that is. I should really just scan for San Martin. What a weird place though. So where would the mountains be? There's a bunch of mountains here. Santa Ana, Santa Cruz, Santa Barbara, Santa Lucas. I don't see San Martin, but it's got that vibe. I think I'll just drop it here somewhere. It'd be good if I could find San Martin, but there's a whole bunch of saints around here. San Jose? Why can't I see San Martin? Maybe it's just not here. Maybe it's elsewhere. Oh, it was Chile. That was my initial thought. How annoying. And there was San Felipe, not San Martin. What an interesting place. I wish I'd seen the town plaza. Not to worry, 2,500. Just the signage made me think Argentina, but the plates weren't Argentina. I should have stuck to my guns. Back to a streak of 0. Here I'm not too sure, maybe Brazil. Some very nice fence posts. Got this water tank on the top. I should really learn about water tanks. What are the other options, like Southeast Asia maybe? Here's a water tower, I think, by the looks. What about this pole? This is a Brazilian pole. Fairly certain. It's got one palm tree, some cows, low hills, a horse, and this thing. Yeah, I don't know about regions of Brazil, so I might go west of Salvador. Ooh, it was quite a way west of that. The state of Goiás is actually west of Brasilia, which I always said that Brasilia didn't have coverage, but I was in Brasilia on around the other day, so presumably it still does. It does now. Balloon safaris. Bill Harrop's original balloon safaris. Oh, hot air balloons. Okay. So I was thinking like you made balloon animals. I'm not 100% sure that that's not it, but I figure probably not. Bill Harrop's balloon safaris. This looks like a South African chevron, but I think quite a few African nations share it. So maybe this is Kenya with safaris. Baboons? No. Babaroots Farms. Skierport. That seems like a... Skierport seems... Why did I say it in an Irish accent? Skierport seems... Little Swift. It seems... Afrikaans. R560, I'm pretty sure. R roads are in South Africa. 560. There's 519. 520. We're going backwards. On the 560. 509. 503. It's 700s. There's Wanda, Whitput. Seems like the 5s for north. What was it after 560, I think? It's the 523, 24, 22, 21, 29. Here we go. 36, 571. So after the 560, $540, $555. My gosh, it must be so close. So Malaglisberg or Brits. Malaglisberg or Brits. If I could find Brits, that would be helpful. Or the 560. It's the 567, the 460, 451. Oh my gosh, how... Scanning for roads, how annoying. 960, 555, 580, 548, 550. It's like 558, 559, the 500. Where's the 560? It's like I've got blindness for the actual number I'm looking for. Everything around it I can definitely find. Numerical blindness or something. 553, 557, 560, no, 559. $558. So the 558 is here. 559 is here. Surely the 560 must be somewhere here. That could be... Is that it? Yeah, I think it is. Wow, I found the town name before the road number. I still don't see the 560. There's a Wimpy. I think, is that Wimpy Burger or no? Let me check here. Miguel Isberg. The 560 is not labelled. Cripes. Where's Brits? Happy Acres. So I was looking for that guy's balloon place. Surely that shows up. Balloon tours. So, where's Brits? That would be helpful to find Brits. There's Boons, Derby, or Derby, depending. I don't understand why the 560 is not labelled. Doesn't say how far Brits is. We're kind of going east-west. That checks out. I wonder if I just drop it here. Cradle of Humankind is here. Allegedly. I don't see Brits. Or this balloon place. I think that's fine. I'm kind of close. Somewhere around here. There's the 560. Oh my gosh. And here's Bill Harrop's original balloon safaris. It was 87 kilometres away. I went the wrong way. I do not know how I couldn't see the 560 there. Anyway, because I didn't look up into the east. Sometimes. Tip vegan. I'm not sure about that language. Got some pretty high-pitched roofs. It's rolled up trousers weather. Here ha Labnadar. I think it's wordplay in some Scandinavian language. Varg, I'm not too sure. And there's A with the circle above it. It's like Denmark. I think there's a Varg in Denmark or something. Let me check. Or maybe neither. Veg. Bolin Fun Silkeborg. So what was this? It didn't say. Earn the Wagen. That's like German is Wagen for wagon, I think. I'm not sure if the spelling's the same. This A with the circle above it, surely that's like Norwegian or something. I thought it was Norwegian. Maybe not. Maybe it is. Could this be Norway? I think so. Fairly tropical, so I'll go south. It was Sweden, gosh. Nearby Uppsala. That's disappointing. Okay. I've got this homemade pole. All wooden poles. There's a white road line transitioning into yellow. And we've got the tar painted over the top here. Which I confused myself whether that's a US thing or a Canadian thing. I think it's possibly US. I had thought it was a Canadian thing, but Whitetail Farms. So whitetail is a deer. There's a grain silo here. Whitetail deer are what they hunt in the US sometimes. It's kind of a weird US in my mind. This is like a giant barn in miniature form. It's kind of low hills or mountains here. Not really mountains, I wouldn't say. It's the only kind of thing they get instead of bollards in the US, I think. But I'm not sure what state would have this one. Or this, just like a little white reflector. I probably need more information here. Which thankfully the US normally has some information. Oops. Where'd that sign go? Yeah. Adopt a highway program. Actually, the last time I saw an adopt a highway program, it was for Canada. I can't remember what state in Canada, or province, sorry. And the other day I couldn't remember what Canadian states were called. Province. So I guess they have adopt a highways in a lot of places, but this has a US flag, so that was my initial thought. I've got a whole bunch of this stuff, which is good. So it's kind of piney. So that's insane. This is like a car yard for toy cars. That is one of the weirdest things I've ever seen. I wonder how they get collected there, or I wonder a lot. I'm not sure what's going on there. It's kind of creepy in a way. How do they make their way there? Aha. It's a horse and buggy sign I've seen before. So I guess this is like Pennsylvania or something. Pennsylvania, is that right? Something like that. I think the Pennsylvania Dutch, are they the ones who ride the horse and buggy? I don't exactly know whereabouts though. Unless it's like Salt Lake City. I think that cart looked like Pennsylvania Dutch cart. Kind of north-south road. Going into Allentown. Quakertown? I like the sounds of that. Ooh, was it the wrong state? It was New York State. Were there cars there? I should have checked the number plates. Because New York, I actually know the plates are yellow. Added to the country streak though, of 1. I kind of had the right vibe, but not quite. So this says Kinder, which is like children in German. But it's actually Austria, I think, with that domain. AT domain. I was a bit sus, which is why I had a little check there. In terms of where in Austria, I have no idea. It's a pretty shoddy road, somewhere in farming country. No dramatic mountains nearby by the looks. I'm just going to drop it somewhere near Germany. But not the mountains. Like up here. It's quite green near Mundafing. There's a lot of German spoken here too by the looks. Aspatch. I didn't see a golf club, so that's a bad guess. Somewhere in this maze. Wow, it was all the way west. East. Gosh, I've got to sort out east and west. Just south of Vienna. That adds to the streak anyway. Luckily not a huge country. Vidorama. I can't imagine what that means. Agricola La Vidorama, SADECV. I guess it's just a company name, right? There's some dramatic mountains off to the west. These posts are very professional, but They kind of get a bit DIY as they go along. Not olive trees. I kind of thought, are they olive trees? Maybe. Maybe this is Spain. I don't know. I'd like to see like a no hunting sign or whatever. I'm not sure about these poles though. This car could be useful. Check the plate. There's no plate. There's no plate? No front plate. It's kind of a back plate. Ooh, no front plate. I'm not sure whether they're just risking it or what. Agricole Vitorama. It's very much a handmade sign. I don't know that I'm going to get much here. Except this truck or trailer ahead of us, which sure what's going on with the number plates here. I'm going to make a horrible decision and go for Spain here. Just because I don't really want to keep looking around. Somewhere dry. Somewhere remote. Near Frenchilla. It was Mexico, okay. That didn't even come into my head that it would be Mexico. 17,000. No front plate. I think that could be a Mexican thing actually. I know some places in Canada you don't require a front plate, but yeah, Mexico didn't even occur to me. Just checking to make sure I haven't missed any messages. Supposed to get some nappies delivered today, so got to keep an eye out for that. Not for my incontinence or anything, for the baby. Nothing runs like a deer, says John Deere. This doghouse by the looks, it's pretty elaborate. They're collecting stuff, housing stuff by the looks. That doesn't help me in terms of what state we're in. The boat, so we're probably nearby a lake or something. There's that, which is like elaborate, I'd say. I think it's gas. This is like a gas. Surely it's water meter. It's kind of unnecessarily complicated. But I'm not a plumber, so. There's a US flag. A truck gradient sign. Ooh. It's a plate with some red on it, which I don't know. I know it's not New York, so. That's kind of useful. Some really vivid signs. And road lines as well. So yesterday I memorised a Pennsylvania no overtaking or something sign, which is triangular and vivid yellow. But I didn't see any of those there. It's very winding. There's a yellow reflector. Don't know what to think. It's kind of sparsely residented, and the houses aren't really speed limits. As it backs up the US flag. thought somewhere south. Oh, here's a state. Just got to match the state up to. I thought somewhere in the south here, not Texas. It's kind of hard to see. I thought not Alabama. Not sure what that state is. It's kind of hard to see the states here. I thought somewhere in the south. It's got some natural contours. Michigan? Sometimes they're a bit... So it bulges at the bottom and is kind of concave at the top. How is it not obvious? It's got no straight lines. It's got straight line to the west, so it must be on the coast here, surely. Is it Maine? Not really. Maine's longer than it is. It's taller than it is long. Kentucky? It's difficult to see what Kentucky looks like. Don't think so. How is this not obvious? Not Texas, not Arkansas, not Mississippi, Tennessee, North Carolina, South Carolina, West Virginia? No. The 821. Am I going to be able to find that? Probably not. I thought it's somewhere south. Surely it's coastal. With that profile. Warner. What the heck state is it? It couldn't be a central state, surely, with that profile on the eastern side. It's not Alaska, is it? Surely not. No. Not Washington, Oregon. Oh, this is thrilling. Trying to locate the state. Is it Michigan? No. How is it this difficult? Kentucky? No. I don't know, West Virginia. Fricks me. What state was it? Ohio. Oh, no. Okay, that kind of looks obvious now that I see it. Luckily I picked West Virginia. And Lower Salem. Nearby Honesty. And Whipple. And Beverly again. I've seen Beverly before. I think in Ohio. Gosh, that was tedious. So tedious. So I've got this bollard, which not too sure about. It's washing day in the desert. That must be a lot of fun. It must dry quickly. Driving right. Not yellow plates. Some dramatic mountains in the kind of the south here. Oh no, sorry, the east. Velocidad maxima. Maximum speed. Inico. Yeah, Bolivia. I did think Bolivia. I think the hills are pretty indicative. And it is a bit unusual. So coming into Mantecani, kind of south-north, nearby the mountains. Sometimes I don't think of Bolivia, which is a bit of a shame. This is a cool place. Sika Sika? I don't know, it's probably somewhere here. Don't really see it. Actually, the mountains were kind of south. Maybe it's north of here. It's quite dry. There's a polo. Oh, that's kind of interesting. And we're driving kind of north-south. Oh, there's so many town names. It's quite a nice road. It's a divided road, actually. National route? Maybe. Julia's Chickens. I don't know. I'll just guess here, but... okay. There's the mountains there. It's kind of difficult to see the divided road there. Oh, you got to zoom right in. It was actually on Highway 1, that makes a lot of sense. I was on Highway 3, south of La Paz. Still 162 kilometres, 4,500 points. That's nothing. It's right on Moa, in the US again, I think. Wing and Fin Resort. Cavern Rock Pool. They've got Wi-Fi. It doesn't inspire confidence. I'm going to go all the way south here. Well, pretty far south. Louisiana. Could it be? I don't know. Not that far. It's Missouri. Mark Twain National Forest is nearby. It's nearby Branson as well. 3,500. Ooh, that's Arabic. Signs a bit sunbaked. A whole bunch of diggers and whatnot. I guess they got some earthworks to do. In Oman, Tunisia. Is there a black plate? It's got a supermarket here. I think if there's black plates, that would be Tunisia. Or is that Oman? I don't quite remember. This is probably Tunisia. I hope I'm not wrong. Somewhere south. No, it was Qatar. That was the other one I was trying to think of, is Qatar. Ooh, this could be... It's got canals, a Dutch windmill. I think it could be the Netherlands. Got a cycle path. I don't see any cyclists though. Yellow back plate. It's just somewhere in canal country, I think. That's kind of like a Danish signage. Sure, it couldn't be. I don't recognise Ridderkerk. Ange, how's it going? Tuning in just as I'm finishing up. Somewhere in the Netherlands, I'm pretty sure. Nearby Ridderkerk. I'm just going to plonk it there. Just one more game after this and then I'm finishing up. Ridderkerk. Delft. Zwol. Sneak. I don't really see Ridderkerk. There's canals everywhere, surely it's fine. Well, maybe I should hedge towards... Why am I even thinking about it? Who cares? It's Netherlands. Oh, there's Ridderkerk. It's 38 kilometres away. Ooh, nearly tipped 18,000. One more game, and then I'm heading off. Hopefully. I think the weather's still fine, so should be able to take the baby for a walk. Time zones are tough, yeah. It's probably like 2 a.m. again there. Here's an interesting pole, the like of which I've never seen before. And these bins are really curious. The road quality is not great. If there were holy poles, I'd drop this straight in Romania. I meant to stream this morning, which would have been probably more convenient, but I was pretty tired. Is it Bulgaria? This is like in Vietnam. The kids riding up front, they absolutely love it, but it's very dangerous. I have a feeling my wife's not going to let us take the baby on the motorbike like that. You can get harnesses and things so that at least you're attached to the baby and it can't fly off, but just the joy on the baby's faces, or the young children's face, is just priceless. Although, it's very dangerous. I think I'm just going to go to Romania here. I don't see any holy poles, that's the only concern. Ah, it was Ukraine. Didn't really see any language there. The road quality was I guess this is Thailand. The road quality was my first thought for Romania, but it holds for Ukraine as well. Public announcement systems, I don't like it. Around here they actually have like motorbikes with loud hailers on them, which is kind of annoying, but at least they're on the move. I don't know what this is about. Pretty sizable hill up the back here. I think I'll just go... I might actually go on the peninsulary bit. It was Ratchaburi, not to worry. 500 kilometres away. That's a bit of a shocker. Round 3, we've got this car. I'm really having a struggle with Arabic nations at the moment. I could pay attention to the car, but I don't enjoy that. So here they have the sale of vegetables and fruit. It's a really cool storefront. Presumably these are fake fruits out the front. Vegetables, sorry. Tailoring of Arabic and non-Arab women's clothes. The translations are really very descriptive. Car cleaning and polishing. Is this Tunisia? UAE, yeah, you could be right. I always expect UAE to look a lot richer, but Shop and Save Centre, I like the looks of that. Sorry, War 1997, I didn't see you subscribed, or followed, sorry, on French and Tunisia. Okay. Yellow backplates. Oh, I think the internet's about to go anyway. Arabic and French are Tunisia and Lebanon. Okay, good tips. Thank you very much. Sarcasm cupcakes. I couldn't quite. I think you were in the chat the other day, and yellow backplate Oman. Yeah, I had Qatar before, and that was... I have there's a follower who recently had a holiday in Oman. It was very useful for certain Oman region guessing. So it's washing day. It's going to be nearby here anyway. I think I'll go Oman, yellow backplates. Yeah, that was kind of good, 58 kilometres. Thanks for the assistance there. Second last round. So I think this is kind of thought, yeah, absolutely. If you want to drive a car, it's kind of a bit inconvenient. So this is South Africa. .za. Oh, this language sounded like Malaysian or Indonesian or something, but I guess not. Private bag X5088 Senwabawana. Senwabawana. It could be. I'm not sure if. Here's one thing, I don't know if Eswatini and Lesotho have dedicated domains. I should probably check on that. Is this really South Africa? Should I trust the domain? Staff residence. Doesn't. I guess it could be. It's got the school staff residence here. It's not. That's kind of nice, I guess. Probably fairly new. On my darling road. SW. Okay. Oh, Swaziland. That's probably why it's SW. My darling road sounds more like Nigeria. This looks like a follow car, which I just don't know anything about. I'm just going to plonk this somewhere in South Africa. Gosh, I don't even have a clue where it would be. Ooh, it was all the way north. Oh, there's the place name. I didn't really think to scan for it, because I wasn't convinced it was South Africa. Should have just trust the domain. Okay. Last round, last game, driving right. Follow cars, Nigeria and Tunisia. Yeah. Okay. Nigeria, I've come to know that one because it's that police car. Ooh, this is interesting. It's kind of like South Africa again, maybe. Ruvengat. It kind of sounds Afrikaans. Yeah, I hate that kind of meta with the follow car and the... I've got most of the car meta blocked. Dutch descent, yeah. Driving right. So, not South Africa. Crematorium in English. This is not Europe, I don't think. Could it be... some other African nation, country. It's kind of confusing me here. Can't quite make out that sign. It's not the French bollard. Just some short white plates by the looks, no European strip. These characters hanging out at their place of work, I guess. There's a palm tree, one palm tree. Is this a... No, it's not. I thought it might be a freeway, which would be handy. What the heck am I going to do? It's like Belgium or something. No, it can't be Belgium, it's not Europe. Completely stumped for this last round. Hang on, what's this say? United Distributors. So all this English. Could this just be... This couldn't be the US, surely. Industrial Park. Ruvengat. Managed by Kurindi. This is some weird island. You wouldn't expect to see a lot of industrial stuff on an island though. Total Textile Services. It's like a Corso Vasa. Don't see any Corso. Surfing question mark. It's got a 528 phone number. Bonbini na food on the move. Brazilian, do you think? Bonbini. It's pretty bleak. It's some industrial estate. What about the poles? There's no typical Brazilian poles. Creole. Yeah. It's like, I think this is, it's got to be like some US overseas territory. It just doesn't, it seems very big, so maybe it's Dominican Republic or something. With Dutch. Oh god. Here's some place names finally. Punda, Bonham, Abraham. Oh my gosh, I never get Curacao. I've had it like 2 times in the last week, I think, and I've missed it every time. I just go, it looks weird, and maybe we should go back to those place names. It's kind of clicking around the wrong area, I think. Punda. Should be easy enough to scan for it. Scarborough. Do you know what I had recently is Bermuda, which I didn't know. Where the heck is it? Isn't it somewhere here? Oh, here. Thank you. Punda. Barber. Soto. Surfing question mark, so that's interesting. I think it's got to be an island. There's Brevengat. Is that TikTok? Jangkok. As long as it's here, that's fine. There's some industrial estates that's probably around here. Buena Vista. Groteberg. I don't know, hopefully there. Okay. It was, oh there, I see it. I couldn't see it before. Okay, it's nearby the KFC Curacao. Wow, that was a tedious last round. Thanks for the assistance there. I just never think of it. But I had a few Bermuda rounds recently, so I've kind of nailed that one down with the plates and stuff. And hopefully US Virgin Islands with their plates as well. Anyway, that's me for the day. Let's just see if I can, yeah. So for anyone on Twitch, I'm just going to find someone to raid. Speaking English. Monazer. English, German, English bearded gamer. Netherlands. Not too many English at the moment, so Monazer. If you want to stick around and check that one out, hopefully you're speaking English rather than German. But I'll catch you later. Thanks for sticking around. Keep in touch, and I'll see you later.